You may think your waffle maker is only good for breakfast, but this little appliance can solve more kitchen problems than you'd expect. Today, I'm sharing 6 unusual waffle maker hacks that are quick, useful, and surprisingly satisfying to try. Keep watching. We're starting right now with the first trick. Your waffle maker can work almost like a tiny tabletop grill. All you need are a few sausages and some fresh okra. Start by trimming the ends of the sausages so all the pieces look neat and even. Now do the same with the okra using one of the sausage pieces as a simple guide so everything is roughly the same size. Next, grab a wooden skewer and start assembling. Thread one piece of sausage followed by one piece of okra, then sausage again. Keep alternating until the skewer is full. Repeat the process, and in just a minute or two, you'll have 4 colorful skewers ready to cook. Now place them directly onto your preheated waffle maker, keeping the wooden handles pointing outside so they're easy to remove later. Give everything a light spray of cooking oil. Close the lid and wait about 2 minutes. Now open it up. Look at that. Because the waffle maker heats from both the top and bottom, both sides have cooked and browned at the same time. There's no standing over the stove, no constantly turning each skewer, and no separate grill to clean afterward. The sausage is nicely browned while the okra is tender with lightly crisp edges. For something made with only 2 main ingredients, it's surprisingly delicious and incredibly easy. What do you think? Give this one a try and tell me how it turns out. Next's another trick, and the result looks surprisingly good. I'm opening a can of Spam, something many of us keep in the pantry for quick meals. Normally, you might slice it thinly and fry each piece in a pan, turning it over until both sides are browned. But there's an easier way. Instead of reaching for a frying pan, place the slices directly onto your preheated waffle maker. Close the lid and let both heating plates do the work. There's no need to flip anything. After just a short time, open the waffle maker and take a look. Wow, both sides are evenly browned at the same time, and those little waffle marks across the surface make an ordinary slice of Spam look much more appetizing. Take a small portion of prepared rice and shape it into a rectangle. Place the warm Spam directly on top, then wrap a strip of seaweed around the middle to hold everything together. And that's it. You have a simple Spam and rice snack that's warm, savory, and ready in minutes. The Spam is cooked just enough golden on the outside, still juicy inside, and perfectly matched with the soft rice and seaweed. And what about this plate of chicken wings? Frying them in a pan can leave hot oil splattering all over the stove, while baking them in the oven can feel like it takes forever. For me, there's a much easier solution: the waffle maker. Once the waffle maker is fully preheated, arrange the wings directly on the hot plates, leaving a little space between each one. Now, simply close the lid and let the machine do the work. Because the wings are being heated from both the top and bottom at the same time, there's no need to stand beside the stove, constantly flipping them. The rendered fat can also collect in the grooves instead of leaving the wings sitting in it. After they're fully cooked, open the lid and look at the result. The outside has turned beautifully golden, and the little raised squares from the waffle plates have created extra browned crispy spots all over the skin. Pick one up and you can already feel how crisp the surface has become. And that's it. No pan full of splattering oil, no constantly turning every piece, and no waiting around for a large oven to do the job. Have you ever wondered what you could make with just one simple carrot and a waffle maker? The result might surprise you. Start by finely grating the carrot into a bowl. The smaller the pieces, the easier they'll soften while cooking and blend into the batter. Once that's done, add about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Next, crack in 1 egg, add a little sugar for sweetness, and mix everything until the grated carrot is evenly coated and the mixture starts to hold together. Can you guess what we're making? That's right, carrot waffles. And this is one of my favorite ways to make vegetables a little more exciting, especially for kids who usually push carrots to the side of their plate. Once everything is well combined, spread it into an even layer so it cooks consistently from edge to edge. Close the lid and let the waffle maker work its magic. A few minutes later, open it up. Look at that beautiful color. The outside has developed lightly, golden crisp edges, while the carrot gives the waffle a naturally bright orange color. Transfer it to a plate and it's ready to enjoy. It looks like a treat, tastes delicious, and might even win over someone who normally isn't excited about eating carrots. Would your kids or grandkids eat carrots if you served them like this? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Next, zucchini and a waffle maker probably sound like two things that have absolutely nothing to do with each other. But keep watching, because this next trick brings them together in a surprisingly delicious way. Start by cutting the zucchini into thick rounds. Make them thick enough to hold their shape, because we're about to turn these simple slices into tiny edible bowls. Sounds interesting, right? I already have some ground chicken breast here that I've seasoned with my favorite spices. Take a spoon and carefully scoop out a little of the center of each zucchini slice. Don't go all the way through, we want to create a small hollow in the middle. Now, spoon the seasoned chicken into each one. Look at that. They already resemble tiny stuffed zucchini cups. Place them carefully onto the preheated waffle maker. And here's the important trick. If we simply close the lid now, the chicken may brown before the thick zucchini has enough time to become tender. So add just a small splash of water around the zucchini to create some steam. Then, lightly spray the chicken filling with oil to help the surface brown. Close the lid and let everything cook through completely. Now, let's see the result. Wow, look at those beautiful grill marks. The zucchini is tender and juicy, while the chicken on top has developed a delicious golden finish. Transfer one to a plate and cut it right down the middle. The zucchini is soft but still holds its shape, and the chicken inside is juicy and flavorful with a lightly crisp surface. Who would have thought zucchini and a waffle maker could make something this good? And finally, what can you do with a few slices of leftover bread that no one seems to want anymore? Don't throw them away. Follow me, because we're turning them into something much more tempting. Start by cutting off the crusts from each slice of bread. And don't throw those crusts away either. They can easily become another delicious snack. If you'd like to see what I make with them, leave me a comment and I'll show you in another video. Now, grab a few slices of cheese. Unwrap one, fold it in half, and place it right in the center of the bread. Fold it in half, then use a fork to press firmly around all four edges. This step is important. The fork seals the bread together, creating a little pocket that helps keep all that melted cheese from escaping while it cooks. Now, place your bread pocket directly into the preheated waffle maker. Close the lid and cook it for about 1 minute. Let's open it up. Just look at that. The outside has turned golden brown with those beautiful waffle marks pressed into the bread. Transfer it to a plate and listen to that crisp sound when you break it apart. But the best part is inside. Pull the two halves apart slowly and look at that warmth. Crispy on the outside, soft and cheesy inside. It's hard to believe this started with a few forgotten slices of bread. And that's all 6 unusual waffle maker tricks for today. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you have an unusual waffle maker trick of your own, I'd love to try it in my next video. If you enjoyed these ideas, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who has a waffle maker sitting unused in their cabinet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.